important to understand that life does not end after a diagnosis. There's always something that people can do, and I think we need to allow people with dementia to feel like if they're capable. These spaces can be made accessible.
Navigating the built environment is a challenge on a daily basis.
Yes, good.
You know, I encounter things I've never encountered before as a blind person because you can't see them. It's a lot of improvisation, and like I said, we have to do some homework to try and figure out, you know, where to go, what obstacles are going to be in their way. Some things I rely on my guide dog for. Actually, most of the things I rely on my guide dog for.
Okay. On the curb. There we go.
It's important to, you know, advocate for all these things at the municipal level is because it's the municipality that's generally in charge of the built infrastructure on municipal roadways. You know, we've come across these major curb cuts that we see many of them have very bad design, primarily because engineers and stuff generally don't know about how we travel through the city. This one is one of those that point 45 degrees into the middle of the intersection. Yeah, so this is the ramp, and as you can see, if I line myself up perpendicular to the ramp, I'm facing diagonally into the middle of the intersection, and not safely to go forward to cross in the direction I wanted to go in.
One of the challenges for people with dementia is the ability to stay focused. It could be because of the challenges of the sidewalk or even overhanging branches, loud noises, or sometimes too many people in their surrounding. They may get annoyed or stressed, and sometimes this causes them to forget where they're going, and they will just keep wandering. I think it's very important to have small spaces wherein they can just sit down and be observers instead of participants.
Some of the street features that help us with wayfinding. For people who are fully blind, there's not a lot. For the audible crosswalks, they usually have a pole near the corner with a button to press to activate the audible crosswalk. Now that pole has a locator beacon. It's great when it's working, but it's also not great when that has been turned off. You could be looking for that pole, but if that beeping isn't there, you won't find it.
The short term memory loss, that is a challenge for me. So it's very important to have these little reminders that is very easy for me to look at. If we build certain statues or little landmarks wherein people can easily identify and say, oh, I'm very close to the horse and baby horse, that kind of thing. And it make it easier for me to navigate the neighborhood if I can see clear signage in plain English. Burnaby is a great city, and they do have this concern about accessibility. Burnaby is one of the first cities that formed an accessibility advisory committee to help understand the needs of the people with capacity challenges.
Open IRA. It's important for me to be an advocate to make these changes, not only for me, but for future generations. It'd be great if the design people could involve people with disabilities so they could have us there from the very beginning to let them know what is safe and what is inclusive.